While archaeologists find out Tutankhamun's tomb full of hidden treasure from the Valley of the Kings, it created some suspense and craziness in the people and changed history records. Hidden 26 feet beneath the mountain, it turned into the primary time that a person opened that treasure. All and sundry become surprised. No person ever noticed that pure 1,200.98 kilogram enchanting antique gold in any pharaoh's tomb. The most surprising issue is, it takes 10 years in today's modern-day era to mine this. So how and from where did Egyptian workers mine this gold without machinery? The bandits stole Maximum Tomb's treasure in antique times, but why did they go away from this tomb? Was it cursed? What happened when that 3,000-year vintage treasure was found? Did everybody die because of the curse? You want to know more about it? Then you must subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, share, and like the video. Now, let's get into it. Why and who robbed the historic tombs? The bandits used to dig holes in sites in hopes of finding material that they can sell, such as red mercury. It is reputed to cure illnesses, dramatically lengthen life, and provide its owner a lot of cash in return. These holes are so massive that they can be seen through satellites too. This unprofessional digging results in the destruction of the sites because the records of the site are compromised. Tomb robbery has been going on almost as long as the tombs have been around. This is the Meyer Papyrus. That's one of all many Egyptian files referring to the investigation of tomb robberies. It dates from about 1118 BC. This was serious trouble for the Egyptian authorities. There has been a permanent bureaucracy that was supposed to guard the tombs, look at robberies, and punish violators. Crimes have been investigated with great severity, state these notes. As the suspects have been introduced to trial, the rack has been applied to their hands and feet to make them deliver an exact account of punishment equal to their crime. The penalty for convicted tomb robbers was most severe: death by impalement. Tutankhamun's tomb is the only tomb that is discovered untouched by the archaeologists because it's far 26 feet under the mountain, and it is all because of the hard work of Howard Carter, the person who had worked 31 years as an archaeologist in Egypt before finding Tutankhamun's tomb. While the door of the tomb became exposed, they noticed that the top left of the doorway had been broken by tomb robbers. Someone resealed it, which confirmed that it had not been emptied. Is the tomb cursed? Cursed be those that disturb the relaxation of Pharaoh. They that shall wreck the seal of this tomb shall meet death through a disorder which no medical doctor can diagnose. Inscription pronounced to have been carved on an Egyptian royal tomb. George Herbert, 5th Earl of Carnarvon, was the economic banker of the excavation and was present at the tomb's opening. He died on the 5th of April 1923 after a mosquito bite and died 4 months and 7 days after the opening of the tomb. George J. Gold was a visitor to the tomb who died at 16 in 1923 after he developed a fever. Howard Carter, who found Tutankhamun's tomb on the 16th of February 1923, died 16 years later on the 2nd of March 1939, but a few have nonetheless attributed his demise to the curse. Maybe that was the cause bandits did not rob anything from this tomb. What if the curse is authentic? What do you consider it? Tell us in the comments below. Where did a whole lot of gold in the tomb come from? Pharaoh, who is the son of the sun, rejoicing the gods in the afterlife, could therefore have flesh of gold. Consequently, there is a need for a gold mask, gold coffin, and gold amulets for the king's body's everlasting protection. On account that Pharaoh is considered alive in the tomb, he had the identical desires as in earthly life. However, how did historic Egyptians mine 1,200.98 kilograms of gold for his relaxation right after his death, as it takes 10 years for a mining company to do so? French gold expert Thomas Faucher and his crew took the duty to accomplish this toughest assignment. At first, Thomas searched the discovered tomb's gold under a microscope for many years. He checked its composition with other gold located in different locations. Ultimately, he came to know that the gold discovered in Tutankhamun's tomb comes from the mountains of the King's Valley, wherein his tomb is located. However, there are thousands of mountains that cover the Valley of the Kings. The next challenge was to find that specific mountain from which ancient Egyptians mined gold, but this task was not easy. Thomas Faucher with his friend archaeologist went 80 kilometers away from the tomb in a desert. This desert has an area of 136,000 square kilometers where there is no life because of too much heat and too little water. The crew thought if this is the place where they got the gold from, then there would be a lot of people working together in the past, and it had required a lot of manpower. They found some traces of a gold mining operation, and they found an old well that was thought to be used by the workers. They were shocked when they found a room near that well. It was looking like a temple. The walls of this room had a lot of carved paintings that were incredible and thought to be made by a professional worker of that time. When they looked very closely at that artwork, they then found out the biggest secret of that time. They did not believe their eyes. The friend archaeologist told Thomas Faucher about the paintings having the secret key that they were looking for many years. It was shown in the painting that this restroom was the first stop of the ancient workers when they used to mine gold, and it took them many days to reach from one stop to the other. Every rest area was made at a distance of 70 to 80 kilometers. It made Thomas Faucher happy and sad at the same time. He had to travel 80 kilometers more to find another stop, but he was happy that after all these years, his destination is now at his doorstep. They found one stop after another, but did not find any traces of mining. After 2 days, Thomas found a lot of stones near a mountain. It was actually the camp for the gold miners. Yes, they found tools made up of stones that were used to get gold out of the mountain. This stone, which is looking like a normal one, was used to crush the other stone, and then the gold particles are separated from that crushed stone. Because Thomas Faucher had a lot of knowledge related to ancient Egyptian mining techniques, he was sure that the miners used to make very deep tunnels in the mountains and take special stones out of the mountains to the camp where the gold particles were separated, and then the gold was sent to the King's Valley. Thomas found everything related to what he was claiming, but the saddest part was that he still couldn't find the tunnels he was talking about. Maybe 1,000-year-old tunnels were not that strong and collapsed because of earthquakes. Experts believe that this method of mining the gold is so tough that if 100 people used to work for a week, then they would be able to have just one spoonful of gold. The result of the archaeologist revealed that, after the mining operations, gold particles were sent to the Valley of the Kings, and another team used to transform those particles into different shapes that include death masks, coffin, statues, jewelry, and other furniture. If thousands of workers used to mine gold at once, then it would take them years to collect the total amount of gold present in Tutankhamun's tomb, and many more years to get them in shape. When Howard Carter found the tomb, it took him and his team 10 years to make a catalog of 5,000 pieces that were present in it. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to share your views by commenting down below.